Mr. Herb yelled. "That's not what my customer ordered." "Now I have to start all over again," he said. "Get away from here." Mr. Herb was angry. George was scared. He ran over to the other counter in front of the window. There were jars of cherries, nuts, coconut, whipped cream, and all kinds of sauces. There was even a bowl of bananas. George put some bananas in a dish. Then he added raspberries, chocolate chips, and whipped cream. George was getting hungry. Suddenly, there was a tapping on the window. George turned around. Outside, there was a crowd watching. "Add some nuts," George called a boy. "Try the sprinkles," said a girl. "Don't forget the cherry on top." How could George forget the cherry? Just as George was about to taste his masterpiece, Mr. Herb came over. He was still angry. But before Mr. Herb could scold George, the crowd rushed in. George brought in the business. "I'd like a raspberry sundae," said a man. "I'll have a banana split," said another. Mr. Herb could hardly keep up. The orders kept pouring in. Well, thanks to George. Finally, everyone was served. "Thanks for all those customers, George," Mr. Herb said. "You messed up my big order, but you sure made up for it." Just then the man with the yellow hat came back. "Have you finally decided what flavor you want, George?" "He sure did," said Mr. Herb. A little of everything.